And we're going to follow through with the help of this gizmo here, which has been designed by Brendan Schrader. And some of you have had a chance to fool with it in the back of the room. It's got 12 different names on the left. You punch them and you hear the speaker. And on the right, you have a choice of these places to say, here's where they could come from. And the green light if you're good. We'll not be talking about all of them. I'll be playing for you some of these same extracts right now. And I'm going to start with this one.
I love it. If you offered me $10 million, I would not leave where I am. This locale here, the area, everything is perfect. I'm never lonely. I'm never in a position where I need really help from anybody at all. That's because I'm surrounded by stores and I have everything right here. I don't have to go too far if I don't feel like walking up the avenues or anything.
Okay, this is the easy one. And I think that most of you will recognize that the speaker is from New York City. And one of the unique features of the South is the treatment of the vowel oo. All through North America, oo is being fronted. So ghosts no longer say boo, they say boo. Two, and here in Philadelphia we'll hear two and sue. But before L, that doesn't happen. People say tool and mule. But in the South, we can get this very fronted U vowel before L, which is characteristic.
Goo. Goo.
Which is unique. And maybe one of the things that made some of you identify Clara W. as coming from Lubbock, Texas. But I want to point out that these two ends of the southern area, Texas South and Inland South, share most of the features. One of the things that the atlas shows us is that the dialects you first heard in the north, Chicago, Detroit, and others, are advancing so that the younger you are, the stronger your accent. In the South, it's the other way around. Southern English is slightly receding. The younger you are, the weaker your accent. But it is quite general, and there are many uniform characteristics of the South that's from one end to the other. So the pronunciation of the word ow, house, which as we heard in Pittsburgh is has, in Philadelphia it's gone through a number of changes. Older conservative Philadelphians say house, house. And then middle-aged Philadelphians, like this person would say house. And then the younger people would have said house. So to sound like a Philadelphian like that, the good recipe I've given is to say, take the word D, and then say the word on, and put the two together fast, and you get down, which is the Philadelphia form. You hear an extreme form of passed out.
Here's Dale. Dale.
Okay, so that's the classic development of the Philadelphia owl in a Philadelphia speaker, and she is Philadelphia Italian from South Philadelphia neighborhood. So that's the area where we've done a number of studies, and many people think is Philadelphia accent. They'll say, oh, the South Philly accent. Just the way New Yorkers would talk about Brooklynese. And one of the most extraordinary things, which I've been unable to convince the general public about, is that there is no Brooklynese and there is no South Philly accent. That the geographic labels that we put upon these dialects really reflect social class variation. And the fact is that Brooklynese is any working class New York City speech. It's called Brooklynese. There are subtle differences between South Philadelphia and Kensington, Allegheny, Port Richmond, but they are too subtle for me to say these that I can tell you where the neighborhood the person comes from. Because the traditional Philadelphia dialect is alive and well, in spite of the changes it's undergoing, as more and more of its users enroll in institutions of higher education like Temple University. So that's my view of the matter as a whole, and I hope that we get a chance to play with the gizmo that Brendan Schaefer has designed in the back of the room, and get a chance to tune in your hearing, call your attention to a number of variables that you may have been not so much aware of, and I hope that it'll make Philadelphia speech more interesting to you as time goes on. Thank you.